All right, time for a Hecarim game. This will be a, I guess you could call it a Hecarim guide to carrying low elo. Gonna be a low elo game here, so you are aware. I'm switching these days between high and low. So yeah, I'll be playing against a Vi here, which should be fine matchup wise. He does have the right rune page as far as I can tell right now, so that is potentially interesting. Okay, very scary stuff. Invade tactics. Tryndamere doesn't have the leash for me here. I'm going to start topside here. The reason I'm starting topside is because bot lane is going to be way more of a, I guess, active lane, you could call it, for gank potential. I want to play and full clear towards the side that gives me gank potential. Tryndamere is most likely just going to, like, absolutely destroy kill in the early game and just put it permanently under turret. And because of that, I actually don't think I'm going to be able to do much or anything at all on top lane. Whereas bot lane, like with these two, is just going to be way more active and way more gank potential. So we're going to look for situations like that. Also, another thing for like low elos as well is clearing towards bot side is generally slightly better because it's less expected, because less people actually do that. So there is that added factor for that too. It might seem that this guy is also clearing towards bot, which should be fine though. Yeah, just full clear on Hecarim. The biggest thing you remember here is you need to keep these stacks up as much as possible. So try dragging camps to keep your stacks alive between situations. So right here as well. Kill that. Killed it with my auto attack. Didn't get to Q it, but you want to drag it as much as possible to hold onto your Q stacks. It's like the most important for like the drag between wolves and raptors, because this is a pretty long walk, so you're gonna have to get that sorted quite effectively here. There we go. Hit it with the Q. So now you hold onto your stacks. And then this way you can drag it over. We're going to go for the full clear, so we're just going to put 2 points Q for more damage output. If you feel like there's anything going on invade-wise, then you can obviously take a point in E as well to have that. It's better to have all of your skills than not have your E in general. But if nothing is going on, we just take the second point in Q for clear speed. Kind of drag the camp down a little bit here as well. And we're just finishing the full clear. There's some action potentially going on bot lane, which is kind of what we expected, right? And you can also see the top lane kind of ended up as expected as well. So this should be okay. Just finish the clear here. I might even smite this one just to be a bit faster about it right now, because any type of speed can matter in this situation. The wave is bouncing back slightly, it seems. They seem to be backing off, though. Just Ghost. Looping from behind. My team doesn't see me, sadly. There's a chance he doesn't have flash here. You are kidding. She is 1 HP. But my team is... Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. That's one of those situations where it's like... I should have probably pinged more because my team clearly didn't see anything. They didn't walk up. That sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna take this and reset because we want to catch the next timer on the Gromp respawn at about 420. What we're doing here. Take the boots here to be out of base. I can try sprinting for top because there's a good chance she cleared down as well. And you saw the plant hit here, right? So we kind of figured she is there. Also, another thing, a good amount of people that watch my content daily aren't actually subscribed. So if you do enjoy my content or are new to the channel, consider subscribing. It would be greatly appreciated. Ooh, Vi is actually going to run into us. This is good for me. I'm going to 1 Q charge there. Try to walk ahead of her the entire time here as well. Walk her back slightly. Have red buff slow. She should be dead here. So I initially hit the scuttle once there for the Q mark, so my Q starts stacking faster. The reason I absolutely take that fight every time is simply because I am just ahead, because I recalled and she didn't. So we stack up our E, or sorry, our Q on the... This guy doesn't go in at all. That's crazy. Like, all you have to do is just walk up and just press W there, and then the gank is basically free. But, I mean, anyway, we take kill flash. It's fine. So here we stack up our Q off the scuttle and run with it with a full stack Q in the top lane. I think I'm going to have to start pinging a lot more. I guess it wasn't enough. My Tryndamere decided that he wanted to, like, dash forward and press W on kill. So, yeah. Alright, our next clear is up. So instead of doing anything else, we're just going to make sure we finish this because we need to keep it, I guess, certain tempo in our clear still, right? She might look to rush for this dragon, but giving up the first dragon is completely fine. The thing we don't want to give up at all is that Rift Herald. That thing, like, that thing is holy, basically. We need to get that. So 2 minutes we have right now to get there. So we can just finish this full clear here probably and maybe look for a bot gank again. This time we're probably going to have to ping a bit more because my team is clearly not paying too much attention, sadly. A little too tunnel vision probably. I can go bot lane here, but it depends on what they want. Okay. They're probably taking dragon at this point because they're pathing up towards it, I would imagine. You just want to try most likely as well. I think that's much I can do here. The wave is bouncing back, pushing onto that turret as well. Walking up the dragon would be a very, very greedy play at the moment, so I can't do that either. So we're just going to buy whatever we can here, basically. And we can see if we can sprint back into top lane, because Kill is now pushing the wave once again, so this might actually end up working out for us. Tryndamere is dead here. He is. Kill's now going to start pushing this wave. We're going to at least try to push the wave. So if I'm fast enough, I might be able to make it to actually kill her now. She definitely needs to shove this wave out, right? So the faster I can run up here, the better. This confirms the red side start. Vi is here. I'm going to have to keep... I'm just going to run at Kill. She may not have seen me there for a split second, which is hopefully what happened. Walk her back towards me. Try to walk ahead of her the entire time here. Good. There we go. We have Ghost extension here, so we have to reach the guy. Not going to use my flash or anything until he flashes himself. Good. Because Anivia had him locked down in her ultimate quite easily there, so there was no worry for me to like rush into that with the ult. You want to hold your ult for when they flash away or dash away or whatever they have, whatever their champion might be. So always wait for their dash abilities, their dash capabilities, I should say. Yeah, the Kill walked up there. She was forced to push the wave. She did see me, but it was pretty much already too late because it's top lane and she was too far forward in a very long lane, so it's not going to happen. Okay, so if I clear both of these camps, I'm going to have my Smite upgrade going into the Rift Herald, which is going to spawn in 15 seconds, and I definitely want to take that. We definitely see Vi top here, though, so might have to potentially look into that. Actually, with the Inhibitor recalling, I won't be able to do the Rift Herald right now on spawn, but Vi is resetting here as well, so as long as Tryndamere doesn't cancel her, I can just Rift Herald after Wolves here. But I'm not instantly sprinting for Herald here, because I'm not, like, certainly don't have the position on the map to do that. If Vi would have, like, some type of vision and instantly walks for that, it could be a problem. Sweep while walking into this. Seems like we're completely fine. Vi reset as well, so that's very good information. Her blue is going to spawn, so she's definitely going to go for a bot side in this situation. So I can just take the Herald for free, which is very good. This will take priority over that top lane gank very, very easily. This Herald's worth a lot, and it needs to be taken as soon as possible. Now, there's a good chance that for this Herald, she's going to trade the Dragon, which is completely fine. Because that Dragon takes less priority than this Rift Herald. I do have enough money for Trinity Force, so instead of going for this, I'm just going to go back, and I might be able to like defend the Dragon. But my more important factor right now is just my bot side camps in general. Tryndamere should be kind of fine, but if I go for the kill here with my bot side camps all being up and Dragon being up, there's a very good chance that she just takes Dragon and then takes my bot side camps, and I don't want to lose both. Losing Dragon is fine, but losing my bot side camps is not fine in this situation against that Vi. Also, Trinity Force on that recall is huge, obviously, so definitely getting it there is very good, too. He didn't do Dragon. That's good. Even if she did, it would have been fine. Like, there's no way I could have contested it regardless, right? Because of my bot lane resetting and stuff, so kind of whatever. But losing my bot side camps against her would have been really bad. And definitely it wouldn't have been worth the kill on the kill if we would have even gotten it. Clear this. We have the Q charge is slightly stacked here, so we're just going to walk up now. Q charge is extended. And then we check, walk into the Dragon. Nothing there. We just sneak past here. Just go, 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 go. This time we spam ping them, so they actually walk up, hopefully. Walk in behind. Click on Senna. Just pick whoever. It doesn't really matter too much. And then we go. There we go. That is what we're looking for there. So more pings in that situation to essentially just guarantee that, right? Lux is being smart here, staying outside of the turret. Oh, nope. Never mind. She walked into the turret. Now tank here. The more people that are actually in the range for the turret, the more, I guess, tanky it gets, so the harder it gets to kill, and Lux doesn't really do any auto attack damage, so walking up is not necessarily the best play as the support there, but it's fine, obviously, low elo. I'm just saying, if you are in a situation like that, generally walking away to make the turret less tanky because there's less people around is better if you don't do any damage to it. So if you're playing like a jungler doesn't do any auto attack damage to the turret, same thing kind of counts, right? But the same thing goes for that matter. If I is there, we got the dragon. As we just shoved in bolt, we killed both of them. There's no way they can contest dragon after that, so we're good. Against this team, Mercs are looking extremely favorable. I say that, but I'm actually going to go steel caps. The reason I'm going to go steel caps here is because they still do have quite a bit of auto attack damage coming from Kayle and Ashe and also Senna, plus Vi too as well, of course. But I'm going to get tenacity from my runes regardless. Plus, I'm going to get tenacity from the Sterak's I'll be building as well. So that's actually more than enough tenacity, and I think, to be able to survive this. If it ends up not being the case, I can always still hit him with the E as soon as that happens. Good. I can always still build like the potion to help me with tenacity as well, if it comes down to it. In that situation, we only hit her with the E the moment she starts charging her Q, because it cancels her Q charge. Now, after we killed her, we checked the camps. There's nothing here. I can go for the dive on this if he wants to do it. Going from behind. Very good. A quick one. Don't be too afraid to press your ghost for stuff like that. It's pretty worth it. Have a little bit of time. Just make sure to Sheen proc with your Q to hit turrets a little bit faster here. You do a bit more damage that way. Your Ingenious Hunter puts the cooldown on it low enough. Just get the plates, please. No. Oh, she just died. Okay. That works for me. Kind of wanted Anivia to just do one more auto attack and we would have been chilling, but yeah. A little bit too optimistic there from the Vi. We can probably just keep hitting it for a while. Any plates I can get is just free money right now, so it's definitely not bad. Just make sure, again, here, to keep your Sheen procs flowing. Should be very easily possible. This one is way too tanky to finish it off, so that's not going to happen. But now we see the bot lane walk up here, so I'm actually just going to instantly rotate down instead of doing any camps. I'm going to walk over Vision here. But as you want to note, right now there's no turret here, so I can actually loop in all the way from behind, and there's nothing Senna can do. He's just dead. No turret, and they walk up this far. It's just an instant death. My bot lane just seems to be recalling regardless. That's kind of interesting. She flashed, now we ult. Good. My bot lane is like refusing to do anything to help me at any point, apparently. I mean, again, here, no turret there. He's just looping from behind. If she flashes, we do not lead with the ultimate ever, right? We only use ultimate if they dash or flash away. Or if it's a guaranteed kill, I guess. But generally only after dashing or flashing. Because otherwise there, she may have been able to escape me, which obviously would have been bad. So that's not something we want. We have a 1-minute timer on that Rift Herald, so I'm actually gonna be able to clear some of these camps here. Do I have enough money for the item on this back? Probably not right now, right? I do not. Okay, then I might as well stay, I guess. Keep going. Hit level 11 here off these camps. I'm very strong right now, so the recall isn't as necessary. If I was a lot weaker, I'd definitely be spending my money, but I can greed a little bit going into this. I want to hit level 11 quite badly here. So we saw a Vi, so we're just going to smite that. I have a second smite for the Rift Herald if I might need it. I have 20 seconds on the Rift Herald, so what I can do just now is just recall right this moment. And then I should be able to make it to the Herald still. Because she should not be able to kill it fast enough for that to be a problem. I'm going to go Sterak's. Play it nice and safe. You can go a little bit more aggressive and build Sterak's third and build like the Cleaver or the Spear of Shojin second after Trinity Force. Not counting boots. But for the most part, especially if you're like newer, lower elo, I would recommend just going Trinity Force Sterak's every time. It is just a lot safer. And yeah, it's still a lot of damage output. Like regardless of anything, you're building Sterak's, but it's just a matter of whether you want to build it second or third, and you can easily build it like third as well. You want to go slightly more damage, slightly squishier. There we go. Good kill on kill. She was just slightly too far up there with the movement. Now we go for the Rift Herald here. Also second respawn. We kept the timer in mind. And then as long as, like, as well here, we want to look at the 30-second timer for Dragon. So that's going to be like a next priority. At this stage in the game, your camps hold a little bit less value over obviously objectives. So the priority on your camps goes down a bit more. If you have opportunities though in this stage as well, is definitely look for the enemy's camps if you can. Like in any situation here, if I would be able to take like her raptors or anything of that nature, that's something I want to do. Because the more I can deny the enemy jungler when you get a lead for yourself, the better it's going to be. The more camps you can take, the better. Gonna walk this way. Obviously kill one bot lane here, so we're looking at like a bot play and the dragon too. There's the dragon, as expected. We're just focusing whoever. Focus on landing the smite. She flashed, but I don't really have to instantly ult that because there's nothing to worry about. She also doesn't have kill ultimate at the moment because she used that top lane just a second ago. I'm not too worried about anything here. There we go. Good. No, don't waste any of your abilities if you don't have to. If you don't have to ult or if you don't have to ghost, don't use it. In those situations, I didn't have to because there was nothing for them to escape towards, right? They have no turret to run. They will have a very far distance to actually get out. So there's nothing to be afraid of for them escaping. They'll have no issues survive or like getting them in that play. Now here, we just take our time a little bit to clear our camps once again. We do not want to be lacking on this whatsoever. There is no objective up at the moment, so this is like good downtime while your team is basing at the same time as well. Very good downtime to just focus on your camps a bit and get those down. I might be losing the scuttle to my to the Vi actually. Let's just walk it in. Kill him first. Another kill, get the ghost extension. I mean, at this point, we're so strong that it doesn't matter anymore, right? She should be dead, right? I think. Yeah, she is. We just chase Senna with the E, and then we just run him down. I should have realistically, in that situation, activated my ghost before I killed the Vi. Because then the ghost extension instantly kicks in, which is going to snowball faster into the... into new kills, because my ghost is going to last much longer. But that's really what I should have done. I clicked it a bit late, so I didn't get the initial ghost extension, which was a bit of a mistake, for sure. Actually walk into didn't walk into local turret gold range, so it's kind of a silly move. Not the bounces though. Like all I really wanted was to get the turret out and get one bounce on that turret, and right now you can see me pathing for all of Vi's camps at the same time too, because I want to make sure I deny her everything possible if I have an advantage. My own camp respawns don't matter. All I want here is just for her not to get any farm. I have 4,000 gold, so I definitely need to look towards basing soon as well. My team is starting to pick up some kills by themselves now after I created their lead. I don't care about this ward, if I'm being honest. So yeah. We want to spend our money right now. Against this team, they're fairly squishy here. So instead of going Cleaver, I'm going to go Spear of Shojin now. And then all I have to do is build Stoneplate next. It's going to be double resistances for me. If you are like doing a bit worse, then you could just go Trinity Force, Sterak's, and then Stoneplate to be more tanky. Or even go like Spirit Visage or Thornmail if you think you might need those. That's completely fine. But if you are doing okay to good, I would definitely recommend either going Cleaver or Shojin. You can also still pick up Cleaver or Shojin later in the build as well if you want to. And that is completely fine too. Currently my team is completely in base / dead. So this is the time where you basically want to take your own camps. So try to clear through this as fast as possible, basically. And then once my team is back on the map and her camps will start respawning again, that's when we want to start playing forward and taking her camps once again. Just making sure we take the opportunity while our team is not on the map to clear our own camps, because we don't have the right to walk forward. There's a good chance Kill might actually run up to the top turret here, and if she does, we just kill him. Does she? She does. Use the plant. Engage on the kill. We have the Q charges still, so she is just dead. Actually, bloody pick up the cannon there real quick. Smite, because I don't want to waste my ultimate if I don't have to, which I'm not gonna... Okay, I might actually have to now. I didn't really want to, but in that situation, I just kind of have no choice, really. Because the Vi is gonna lock me down from a distance, and then just kill just hits me for free, and I'm kind of dying. Would not be ideal. Wants to do Baron, that'd be great. I don't know if he wants to, but that would be very lovely if he could help me with this. There you go. There's nothing the enemy team can do to contest. As long as Tryndamere helps me DPS this down, because I'm not going to have enough DPS for this by myself due to this Baron Gaze debuff giving 50% less damage on Baron for whoever is tanking. So that is definitely going to chunk into my damage quite heavily. I do need my Tryndamere to help me out with this. Otherwise, it's just going to take way too long, right? We need to do that. So we're just going to reset right now and then just instantly sprint for this. Stoneplate's almost there. Okay, so we see them walking up in mid lane here. We are currently very strong, right? So definitely something we can look to do right now is just kill them on this real quick. Just press Ghost, press E, and just run at anybody really. That is one. Just gonna dash out of that one. I may have lost Dragon within this time frame. Did I? I didn't. Okay, good. Instantly sprint down to the objective, obviously. But they walk up a little far there. Obviously, I'm currently very strong. I held my ult the entire time there until they created distance between me and them. So that's the moment we ult to clean them up. And now we want to press forward into Vice camps if that's possible. She seemed to have cleared her own camps here, though. So I guess it's not possible. That she definitely did. I see a low HP Ashe. I might be able to catch him. Interrupt this guy. It's getting a little spicy. Okay. Making sure to stay out of third range. Stack up my Q charges on the minions here. Still wondering if any time today my team decides that they want to help me or not, which it doesn't seem to be the case. I don't have ult there, so I have no real option of closing the distance on the Ashe, unfortunately. Really. Okay. Nobody recalled. I guess I am the one that's going. I was kind of expecting one of my teammates to do that, but I was wrong. Got my Q charges. It's fine. Kill's dead. Yeah, I maybe should have recalled slightly faster to prevent that turret from dying. Also here, like, I don't know, my team kind of just dipped on me a little bit. My team should be resetting right now. Like, realistically, they should just be resetting right now. So for me, this would be a good time to do the camps that I have. As you can see, they're all basing. So for me right now, there's no reason to walk up. And this is like downtime you can have. You just clean some of your camps up real quick. This would be a good time to back as well. All right, so let's... Oh, that's very... let's identify their, like, the last item that I might need here. So a lot of magic damage coming in, physical damage, but I do have steel caps and this. They don't have too much healing either, so we can just look at an easy Spirit Visage. I could go a little bit more, like, aggressive with my build setup and go, like, an extra damage item here. But generally getting, like, a Spirit Visage or, like, a Thornmail as a last item is the way to go, because you already have quite a lot of damage. I could even still opt for Cleaver now as well, to have both Cleaver and Shojin, possibly. But they're a very magic damage heavy team, so actually just going for the Spirit Visage is going to be good here. Plus it's going to give me extra, like, sustainability and extra shield value as well. The Spirit Visage synergizes extremely well with shield value, and you have Sterak's and Stoneplate for shield value. So both of those are going to go up, which holds, like, a lot of value towards Spirit Visage in this situation, right? It's a little wonky right now. Okay, we're good. Gonna go in. Go for the squishy target first, I guess. Swing the ults. Catch up to them. We just go in. We could have used Stoneplate there as well, but you could see our resistances probably spike in a situation like that. Just going in. I still have Stoneplate, shield. I have my W to get extra resistances. Like, if you look back at the play, I should probably have a pretty good amount of resistances diving in with the Fortify passive from this as well. Easily tank turrets here. There it goes. I really didn't want to pork my Sterak's. It's a slight bit unfortunate. I actually don't think I can end here. 3 of them just respawned. Now that I look at it, I don't really have the HP to deal with all of them. I don't think, at least. I mean, I might be like way overestimating them here, to be fair. I think that's definitely the case. Yeah. I mean, it's still a Vigar ult as well. Kill. I probably could have ended here. I might still be able to end here, to be fair, actually. Just gonna go for this guy. Okay. Not a problem. More worried than I should have been. Alright, not too bad. Yep. I mean, there you go. That is it for Hecarim. That's kind of how you want to play it. If you guys have any questions, be sure to put those below. And I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 32.8k damage, which is more than double the rest of the team. Maybe like almost like 7 times as much or whatever the hell this is. But yeah, Anivia came second to me, and I still have more than double. But yeah, I mean, at some point with this, especially in lower elos, you're just gonna like walk over them because you're gonna be tanky enough. You can just like ult into 4 people, run into 4 people even, because you didn't see me like directly ult into them. But yeah, it's just at some point you're so strong on this champion. As long as you kept up the pace a little bit, you're good. Damage to objectives. This is something I focused on here at 76k basically. It's just making sure you're there for the spawn timers, especially that Rift Herald. Like losing like the first dragon. Maybe the first 2 dragons, if you can trade it for like Rift Heralds, that's actually pretty nice. The second dragon is like arguable, but the first dragon doesn't matter compared to the first Rift Herald. So if you can like kind of set yourself up and play for that and focus on that a little bit more, that is generally better. So it ended up like just focus objectives, ended up working out here, obviously. Healing done at 23k here. Damage taken at 31.5. We have self-mitigated damage at another 40.6. So they definitely tried. Gold earned at 18.5k here as well. Then for the runes, Conquer healed me for 650, but the adaptive damage is the bigger stat there. We have Triumph for a bit of HP regeneration, extra gold. Tenacity here, then Last Stand. You generally just want to take... You can take Coup de Grace, but generally taking Last Stand is better, because if the fight gets closer... you kind of want to be winning those fights more than actually like slightly overkilling people with Coup de Grace. Even though Coup de Grace might end up doing more damage throughout the game, on average, than Last Stand would, the Last Stand damage is higher in relevant situations, to where the rune is probably better in most cases. Then here we take the Ingenious Hunter. This thing is really good for Trinity Force procs with current Hecarim's charge mechanics on his Q. Because your Q is slightly faster than your Trinity Force proc if you don't have Ingenious Hunter. But if you have Ingenious Hunter, it actually syncs up to the point where you will always be able to get like basically an auto attack Sheen proc off of your Q, which is extremely valuable and very, very high DPS increase by doing this. Otherwise, you're going to have to Q and then wait a Q cycle basically between the Sheen procs every time. So you're going to lose the Sheen proc over and over and over and over again, which is a big damage loss. Also, this reduces the cooldown from both Sterak's and Stoneplate that are pretty staple in this build setup. So that helps quite a lot as well. Like more Sterak's usage is really good for extra shield value. Same thing goes for Stoneplate as well, of course. But the main reason we're taking this is just for that Trinity Force thing to sync up with your Q. So that's why. And then here, this one can be replaced with a Cleaver if they aren't squishy. If they are like a lot tankier, then going Spear would be wasted compared to going Cleaver. Because then Cleaver will have the extra armor shred to be able to deal the damage through them, which is good. And then Eyeball Collection is just there for the AD. With that being said, that was it for Hecarim. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like button below. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.